I know originally I promised that tonight's video would be the Citadel Demore Cowabunga Cranked Easter egg, however, they just added the pizza slicer to zombies, so you already know we gotta dive in, try it out, do an Easter egg with it. For testing purposes, we're just gonna be doing the Liberty Falls Easter egg. I know, people would probably want to see me do something crazy like Terminus or Citadel Demore, but I'm sorry, I want to test this thing. I've used it a little bit, but I haven't gotten to use it too much in terms of like against special enemies, elite enemies, so I wouldn't want to start an Easter egg and then just get capped just because the weapon is doo-doo. You know what I mean? So we're gonna dive in, do the Liberty Falls Easter egg, and who knows, if the weapon is good enough, maybe next time we'll take it up against the Kraken or the Guardian. Alright, here we are in game with the D13 sector, aka the pizza slicer. Now normally with this blueprint that I'm using, I don't know if it's actually gonna do it right off the yeah, it's not gonna do it right off the bat. This blueprint actually has the green ooze death effect, so if you ever see the zombies kinda just turn into a pile of green ooze, that's why. But this blueprint typically comes with like pizza cosmetics for the blades inside of the compartment, which is pretty cool, but I switched out the ricochet blades, which is what the pizza things is for just normal blades. Because I just want to get a feel for how this weapon is. Ooh, should I have brought in hidden power with us maybe? That's a little concerning if I'm gonna be honest, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, 400 kills right there. When I did use it, again, I didn't really get to use it that much. I just kind of pack-a-punched it a couple times, went crazy with it, and it seemed fun, but I didn't really get to get a feel for its power. Again, though, this is kind of concerning between the low ammo count and the fact that it's already a 2-hit on round 2. And it doesn't really seem like you can do you can't do critical shots with it, because that definitely should have been a critical shot. So we'll see how it goes once it gets pack-a-punched. I also don't know if maybe the other blades would be better. Again, obviously we have the ricochet blades, the explosive blades. So who knows? Maybe those are a lot better. Or maybe not. Between the two, I mean, it also says when you go to equip them though that one of the cons is that those deal less damage. So if anything, the standard blade should actually be the way to get the most base damage when it comes to just shooting the zombie in the face. Obviously the ricochet blades can bounce around, hit multiple zombies. The explosive blades, same thing you'd assume. So it's really hard to say. But anyways, it is round 4. I'm thinking it's probably a good time for us to get moving, so keep rolling along. I am using the driving camo in here because unfortunately I kept trying to get dark matter and it's still just not happening. It's still bugged, unfortunately. Hopefully they can fix that soon, and I'm hoping that there's no bugs over here in zombies because I am going for Nebula on it since I can't grind dark matter on it. Since this is like the new, not necessarily bullet weapon, but you know what I mean, like one of the new main weapons, because obviously when new melees drop, you know, there's so many melees in the game, so I'll go through, get dark matter and all those at some point, and Nebula and all that. But I really wanted to get one of the new main weapons, dark matter and Nebula a while, and I just can't do that, which is really unfortunate. It is what it is, though. Hopefully they can get that patched out soon, so then I can get back to grinding. That's what I do, man. I'm a no-life camo grinder, and I'm proud. Go ahead and buy more ammo. Ugh, only round 4, we're having to buy ammo this much. This is a little concerning again. I'm thinking if we pack-a-punch this thing and it somehow becomes like, oh, I don't know, like explosive, which, again, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense since there is already explosive blades for this weapon, or maybe it shoots out multiple blades. It's like, I don't know, there's so many things that they could potentially do to buff this thing one pack-a-punch to make it a bit better. And it's not like that would be completely unusual, you know? You got the GS45 that does the same thing, the LR7.62. You got some weapons like, oh shoot, which one was I thinking of? I believe it's the DM10. I haven't used the weapon too much in zombies, so I'm kind of drawing a blank here, but I believe it's the DM10 where it'll shoot like multiple bullets at a time when you pull the trigger. So, man, 3 shots. Jeez. Okay, I was hoping we could not have to spend any of our salvage yet, because I'm trying to wait till round 10 so we can just do the Easter egg up there. Pizza slicer. I was hoping you'd be good, man. I was really hoping you'd be good. We're gonna toss out some of these Molotovs to get some extra points real quick, because I want to grab that impact nade for when we do the church Easter egg up there. Bonus points, I'll grab that. Definitely grab that. Hit you with another Molotov. Since my main weapon isn't doing anything. I mean, it is. Somewhat. It also seems like it has some penetration damage. So, I don't know. It's kind of hard because, like, obviously the ricochet blades would also have penetration damage, but that would be more or less... Oh my gosh! Just see that zombie get corpse launch? But the ricochet blades doing any sort of penetration damage, I feel like would probably be more a result of it bouncing off of a wall, coming back, hitting the zombie. Also, I don't know if you guys have seen the packet burst symbol on the left side of the screen popping up a bunch. That kind of has me concerned. Not gonna pay too much attention to it. Just gonna hope for the best. Okay. Okay. I guess for the zombie. I'm locked. I'm locked out. Ooh, I also just realized that normally when doing the cranked Liberty Falls Easter egg, you are able to get 230 points per critical kill, which is a huge help when doing this Easter egg in cranked. But this weapon has no such thing as critical kills. So that makes things actually a bit tougher. So I'll be interested to see how our points are looking by the end of this. I do have a raindrops on me. I don't like to use gobblegums. I just sort of have them in my pack in case there's an emergency where I need to pop a field upgrade, but it isn't ready. And then obviously, you know, raindrops will give you a full power. So to be able to use your field upgrade. I'm gonna get jugged before we go to the water valve step, I think. I mean, it's one hitting still, but it's also pack punch from around 17. Hope that it is. It seems to be a common theme lately. Some of the weapons in zombies have just been kind of underwhelming. The TR2, I believe it was called, the FAL. It wasn't really that good in zombies. Yeah, I mean, it was decent enough, had an easy enough time getting Nebula, but it wasn't like meta shaking or whatever. You guys know me, I don't really care about metas, I just use whatever I want to use. I just care about having fun. But at the same time, I mean, it'd be cool if the new guns could be just a little more beefy. I'm not asking for them to do the thing that they always do in like multiplayer or Warzone, for example, where they intentionally release the guns kind of broken, just so then they can nerf it a little later on, or, you know, just for one thing or another, you know, like get everybody excited about the new guns. Oh man, this new gun's so crazy broken, then they nerf it later on, whatever. You know, I know they're not going to get the balance right off the rip, but, you know, at least in zombies, man, if they can make it just a little more powerful, that'd be pretty cool. But who knows, maybe that won't be a problem here soon, as, you know, I don't like to talk about leaks and stuff too much, but it's been rumored for a very long time now that Double Tap may be coming back to the game. So maybe for a weapon like the D13 sector or the TR2, maybe they've intentionally been nerfing these guns in a way because they know Double Tap is coming soon, therefore, you know, you wouldn't want the guns to be too crazy now. But at the same time, you know, if they're bringing Double Tap to the game, that should totally increase the viability of even bullet weapons when it comes to getting to high rounds. Double Tap on a gun could, you know, because most guns are pretty viable into the mid-30s at least. Put Double Tap on it. I think that can honestly make most weapons viable up to round cap. Or not round cap, I'm sorry, health cap. And at that point, obviously the health is capped, so it doesn't really matter. Obviously the zombies will keep getting faster, stronger, and there will always be all the crazy special enemies and all that, but when it comes to just, okay, yeah, it's already round 10, we're still doing this water valve stuff, that's not good, not good. I'm just gonna toss a shock charge for it. Gotta get this done, man. But you know, going up to health cap, for example, with bullet weapons once we have double tap, that would be huge. It would also definitely shake up the meta when it comes to grinding Nebula camo, because obviously right now, the main strategy for grinding Nebula camo, at least for the casual folks, is to just go into directed mode, sit on the roof, and that's that. But if they increase the damage of a lot of the weapons, and just due to how many zombies spawn in the later rounds, it would essentially make it just so that playing the game normally would be the fastest way to grind Nebula, which that would obviously be for the best. I mean, even despite the fact that in some ways directed mode could have potentially been faster for grinding Nebula camo, I still just did it legitimately anyway because I just didn't have... I talked about it before back during the Nebula grind multiple times, but it just put me to sleep sitting there on the roof in directed mode. It was just so boring. Such a boring strategy. I have no idea how people did that for the entirety of the Nebula grind, but honestly, they have my respect for not falling asleep during that. Like I said, I'd rather just do it legit just because, not that I care about the cookie or brownie points or whatever for doing it legit, just because I care about actually just having fun, you know? I don't do these grinds just to do these grinds. I do these grinds to have fun because I enjoy doing the grinds, I enjoy the checklist mentality, and I just enjoy the games, you know, just as, you know, just the game itself, right? I just enjoy the game. And I also enjoy the grinds within the game. But when it gets to a point of where I'm basically not even playing the game and I'm just sitting there doing nothing, I just can't do that, man. It's just not very fun. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and grab the rare ether tool, buff up our weapon a bit. Now, I was gonna go craft the Mangler cannon, but the Mangler's already here. So, if you could not drop me a Mangler cannon, nice. It doesn't really make sense. Didn't I shoot him right in the arm? It feels a little cheap, but alright. Let's go ahead and grab the Mangler cannon then. Slide away. I guess I won't even be able to buy as many perks as I normally do, because I'll have to save that money for Pack-a-Punch. Because we get abysmal points compared to what we normally would with this weapon. Let's see, is there any... Ooh, my crank timer's gonna run out. Thank you. Alright, now we just gotta find the electrical wires and we're gone. Ooh, zombies piling in. I don't like that. Please don't do that. That's a vermin. You picked the wrong time to spawn, buddy. I will say the penetration damage on this thing is pretty nice. You're able to just shoot through multiple of them at a time. I remember in Resident Evil 4, there was this weapon you could get called the Punisher, and you would get it for shooting at least 10 of the 15 medallions in the starting areas of the game, and every time that I use a weapon in a game with penetration damage, it always takes me back to that, because that was like the first weapon I can think of in a video game that I used that had any sort of penetration damage, because if you lined up, say, like 2 villagers, and you know, you just like shoot them in the stomach or whatever, it would go through both of them, and it would, so say they're like lined up, right? You shoot one in the stomach, the one behind that would also get hit. And obviously there was other weapons in the game that could kind of do that, like the shotgun, for example, but I remember that was like one of the main handguns that could do that specifically, so I always just thought that was really cool. Okay, so right now, yeah, it's round 11. We're moving a little slower than I'd like. This is actually going to be a little worrisome. We might need to rely on our power-ups during the boss fight, just because there's going to be a few points. Like, for example, when you first start it, I'll need to pop one then, and I'll probably need to pop another one once the Abomination spawns, just because at the rate that we're moving, the crank timer's probably going to be down to about 5 seconds by the time that we're in the boss fight, so probably going to need to use some Gobblegums, rely on those full power-ups, which is unfortunate. I don't like using Gobblegums when I can avoid it. Again, it's not like I think that it necessarily illegitimizes. Is that the word? Delegitimizes? Illegitim? Whatever. Makes a thing not legit. I don't think that that's necessarily the case when using Gobblegums. But I do just kind of prefer to play the game normally and just kind of complete things normally. Oh, come on. There we go. Get that crank timer back up before we go in here and activate this. So we got the first step activated. Now we can go craft this up and get started on the first step, which honestly, as long as we keep moving at this rate, we should be okay. Come on, zombies spawning. Yeah, I think honestly Jug might be the only thing that I can take into the boss fight with us. Ooh, come on, vermin. There we go. Craft this. Ooh, did I got all parts. Yeah, I got all the parts. Why is it not letting me craft it? Don't tell me my game is bugged. Dude, if it would bug out right now, that would be so sad. That would actually be sad. Alright, max ammo. Now, may I craft the LTG, please? Thank you. Oh, round 13! Stop! Stop! Stop, rounds. I don't like when you do that. Run! Let's go ahead and grab canister. Oh, my time is getting low. Where's the zombies? Thank you, zombies. I'm almost wondering if we should grab another gun. Wait, never mind. We already got the jet gun. I was gonna say I might like hit the box real quick, see if I can get anything there. But I mean, we already got the jet gun. What else do I really need? You know what I mean? It's funny saying that sentence out loud. Back in the Black Ops 2 days, it would have been like, oh, dude, you'd be better off with like a Colt than using that freaking jet gun. I mean, like, the jet gun was decent if you knew how to use it, but even then, it was just kind of like a concept, you know? I mean, not the concept itself, but just how the weapon functioned. The concept of the function of the weapon. Functionality-wise, in terms of the damage it could do, and how it sucked the zombies up was pretty cool. But the fact that it would break and you'd have to rebuild it was not cool. Led to a map-wide scavenger hunt, and while it did require a bit more skill than most wonder weapons, which was cool in one aspect, because you had to use your brain a little bit more rather than just kind of turning your brain off, spraying and praying like you would with a ice staff or you know, Thunder Gun or Wonder Waff or what have you. Or even something like the Zap Guns.
Who are you talking to?
You know, I always thought of the Jet Gun as being more akin to something like the VR-11 or the Baby Maker from Shangri-La. The JGB, whatever the numbers were, man. You know, it always required just a little bit more skill and a bit more thought to use. You know, sort of like those Wonder Weapons, whether they were more support-based or just took a bit more consideration rather than just pulling the trigger and watching something happen. But, you know, I'm pretty sure my thoughts are pretty clear on that. Okay, so a flat 1800 on this. I'm really not liking our chances right now. Like, I think we can do this Easter egg. I think. And that's really all I got right now. I think we can. Ugh, maybe should I have brought a hidden power in with me? I mean, I think I have it in one of my classes. Do I gotta switch my gobblegums out just to be safe? I mean, I'll do it if I gotta. I don't want to, but if I have to. I'll do what I must before I lose the match. Okay, you know what? I mean, considering how much ammo this thing has, though, it's still not the greatest. I don't know. I'm going back and forth with my thoughts on this thing. It wasn't obvious enough. Alright, go ahead and activate this shot. Oh, I don't even have enough essence to do that, because the zombies have been giving me abysmal amounts of points. I wonder if we'd be able to get away with doing the boss fight with a double pack weapon, because I realistically don't see how we can get a triple pack weapon and not have the timer be something ridiculously short. I mean, it doesn't get any shorter than 5 seconds, right? Because at this point, I don't think we're going to be able to avoid that. So I'm trying to think. Maybe, I mean, yeah, maybe we start the boss fight, use our field upgrade, get partway through the boss fight, pop the power keg, like right as our field upgrade's about to run out, use the field upgrade again, and then pop the raindrops right at the end. Oh, speaking of which, my crank timer almost ran out. That would have been so embarrassing if I would have died just because I was staring at the gobbleguns. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking that's our only route at this point. I really don't. I mean, we're two-shot normal manglers. We'll see how it goes. Ooh. I'm gonna grab the napalm. That'll also be advantageous. Alright, so we got the Shroud's counter, and then we can go ahead and do the next step, which is basically the last step, because after this, we just gotta... Wait, is that red? Yeah, it's high, so grab that. Go. Just gotta do this, get the next elite, take it back to the thing, then we're ready for the boss fight. So if the timer is gonna be ridiculously short as is, maybe I would be better off just waiting until I can triple pack. There we go. I think that's green. I can't see because my entire screen is green. Ooh, I got the rhymes today. My entire screen is green. I'm a lean, mean turtle. I'm a killing machine. Ooh. I'm a lean, mean, and green killing machine. Crook, I'm a turtle. My name is Mikey. My name is Mikey, and I might be a lean, green killing machine. Oh. Man, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
Canister by the gas station should be accessible now.
Alright, where's... I need some zombies. I need some zombies. Where's the zombies? Thank you, zombies. I'm getting another one. Keep the crank timer as high as possible. Grab that. Doinkles.
Bad idea.
It's not a bad idea. You're just ziplining, bud. Calm down. You done worse. Come to the thing, please. I didn't know you could focus with this weapon. That's kind of cool. Kind of zooms it in awkwardly, but still cool.
Any way you slice it, pizza is life.
Alright, let's go ahead and activate this. Alright, napalm. I mean, okay, so considering the fact that manglers and abominations are weak to napalm, I wonder if we could get away with just a double pack in the boss fight if we want to avoid, like, a crazy timer, you know what I mean? I mean, if it keeps doing damage like that. Then again, they're even more buffed up during the boss fight, aren't they? So I don't know if that's actually a good idea. Sorry, I just had to keep them off the thing. I know I was trying to go all pizza slicer on this, but I also don't want to fail this step. It's kind of hard because you have to, like, you know, rack the thing back every time that you shoot. And if they're not like, you have to, there's like bullet drop on this thing, even at close ranges. Like, you see that? How you have to shoot in front of where they're about to go? You kind of got to get used to that. You gotta, yeah, you gotta put it in front of them. Alright, the Abomination's about to spawn in, and this is gonna determine everything. How well does this thing do against an Abomination? Yeah, because otherwise, I think it's going to take us until like round 20 something in order to be able to get this thing triple packed. Ooh! Maybe I've been bragging on the pizza slicer just a bit too much. I mean, maybe if I get dead shot on top of this, I'll be doing increased damage to armor. I'll be doing increased critical damage. How about a normal Abomination? Okay. 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 I'm having some thoughts. It seems like this weapon is a grower, not a shower. You know what I mean? Right off the rip, I wasn't too sure how to feel about it, but the more I use it, the more impressed I am. Okay, pizza slicer. You're the wrong Abomination. You're not the one I need to kill. Where's the other one? I need to kill that guy. Whatever his name is. Okay, he's in there. There we go. Yeah. This thing's pretty good. Ooh, round 16. I should probably just start the boss fight when we get back. At this rate, look at that timer. Especially with how long this thing's gonna take to reload and all that. Yeah, we're gonna be relying on some gobblegums today, folks. I don't like to do it, but I don't think we really got a choice. We're gonna be popping some raindrops and power kegs just so we can get the full power drops. And you waddle away, waddle, waddle, waddle. I could use that. Please give me that salvage. Yeah, we still need 450 salvage. If we can get that this round, that'd be pretty cool, because I would like to get our weapon up to epic rarity. But if not, that's fine too. Triple pack is not happening. I'm gonna need at least 10 seconds on the clock in order to be comfortable here. Okay, we got 30 seconds to get this canister back, but I'm gonna run back out there and grab that salvage then. Because it doesn't even necessarily have to be before round 17 that we do the boss fight. Just as long as I can do it on there, I don't think it flips the round. Like, if you because I know there's some boss fights where it'll flip the round, but I think if you start it on round 17, it should stay on round 17. Ooh, it's round 17. Oh. Alright, time to be careful with the killing here. Yeah, I don't know if we're even going to be able to get enough for epic rarity. I don't even think I have enough time to zipline. Yeah, I don't think I do, so we're going to need to be pretty careful as I lure the zombies over here. So I do got to buy a few perks before we try to do this, or I would like to at least. Thank you. Kill you, and then zipline immediately. I'll pop the field upgrade if I have to. I'm not going to be whatever about that. Alright. This is a very careful rope that we're walking here. Very thin ice that we're on. Gotta be careful with how many zombies I kill, too. Alright, kill you. Grab dead shot. I want to grab quick revive yet if I can. Oh, nice. I think elemental pop would be a good idea, too. Alright, cap you, and then immediately grab elemental pop, quick revive. Oh, I grabbed quick revive and immediately lost it. Cool. Well, we're gonna run back out here and grab that then. Oh, please round don't flip. Please round don't flip. We need to go start the boss fight now, because if I don't, we're gonna be missing out on one of our field upgrades. Oh man, I got so much anxiety. Don't know how this is gonna go. We do have killjoys and raindrops again, which are both gonna give us insta-kills, so if things get too tense, we have that as an out. But dead shot and elemental pop should go a long way. In terms of us not having speed cola, that's just a fact of life we're gonna have to live with, I guess. Look at that, we got to the boss fight in 24 minutes, even with our lack of points. That's pretty good. Not the best in terms of my times, but considering the point deficit that we're in with this pizza slicer, it's not bad. Alright, thankfully we were able to start. Ooh, oh no. Okay, the zombies are taking a beating in here. That's not good. Oh man, I underestimated just how things. Okay. Alright, I made a mistake. I'm not ashamed to admit that. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I thought the zombies would be a bit weaker because we were on a lower round. Alright, if you try to use this gun for the cranked Easter egg, I would say this. You're gonna be waiting until like round 18 plus to do the boss fight, which is unfortunate because that means the timer's gonna be very short. But if you're stocked up on, say, power kegs, as well as full powers, you will be just fine. If you're not cranked up on those, or stacked up on those, things might be a little rough. Because at that point, the timer will be 5 seconds, and you're just gonna be at the mercy of the game. Okay. It's still doable. I think if we keep our wits about us, you know what I was trying to say, we might be able to do something here. Especially if I just keep relying on the jet gun. That'll make our life a lot easier too. Ooh, stop it. That pack-a-punch animation totally kind of froze me for a second. Ooh, max armor. That's huge. Oh wait, where's the zombies? I need my next field upgrade. Once that's ready, I can like pop killjoys, deal with the elites. Because this is definitely going to be a gobblegum required for victory type of situation here. Our next field upgrade is ready, so I'm just waiting for the elite before I pop the killjoy. And then if we save the raindrops for the final abomination, we'll be set. Okay, there it is. So now's the time to pop the field upgrade, pop the killjoy. We're gonna hit him with the ignite from the jet gun before we go over to the other weapon. Okay, yeah, with insta-kill, it's a lot more manageable. Alright. I'm sure without killjoy, I'd just be tickling him right now. There we go. Cool. Got the raindrops in the bag. We'll use that as soon as we have to for the next stage. Actually, we'll want to speed through these zombies so we can get to that next phase before my field upgrade runs out. A lot of timing-based stuff going on here, folks. Yeah, see, like, there's little lulls like that where zombies aren't necessarily spawning as you wish they would be, so if your timer is even lower, kind of makes it a bit riskier. I kind of wish Treyarch could have maybe balanced things a bit differently, so then say during this boss fight and the Citadel Daymore one, specifically for the cranked mode, not necessarily the normal boss fights, but just like at least specifically this cranked mode, they could have had the zombies spawn a bit more consistently, but that's neither here nor there.
What's the worst that happens?
I just popped that a while because I know I'm gonna want to use the field upgrade before I pop the raindrops, because that's gonna take me a minute to run through everything. So if anything, I'm thinking right about, yeah, now would probably be a good time to use field upgrade. Now we're just gonna run around with the zombies. If you couldn't tell, I'm having a bit of anxiety right now. I tend to ramble and talk out my actions a lot when I'm nervous. I just don't want to fail this right now. That'll be kind of embarrassing, considering how far we've come. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Hit him with the ignite. Yeah, baby. Oh, is that? Oh, that's the big boy. That's like the final bit of this. Okay, raindrops. Here we go. Now, if we use the full power now, it should. Oh, hold up. There we go. Open your mouth. There we go. You're going off with all the different drops we just picked up. Ooh, big damage. Come on, we can do this. We're right at the end. Open up, open wide. Is my next one's ready. There we go. Boss fight done.
Whoa, and people say I'm cheesy.
There it is, Pizza Cutter versus the Liberty Falls boss fight and Easter egg in general. Yeah, now I'm really glad that I didn't do the Terminus or Citadel Daymore one just because of how that went. So, here's my synopsis. Pizza Cutter, ammo is okay. Damage, it's... man, when you're in a state where it's one-shotting the zombies, you know, maybe with the ricochet blades or the explosive blades, it would be a bit better for crowd control with the zombies, whereas, like, the standard blades would definitely be the best, just because it said, even in the cons, that those other blades do less damage. So I'd assume the standard blades are your... Seeing this cutscene with the field upgrade actually is kind of funny. But I would assume that using the standard blades would be your best bet for just sheer damage, which means that would be best for, like, standard, or for special enemies and elite enemies. So... yeah, I don't know. I feel a little conflicted about this weapon. On one hand, it shreds through special enemies, shreds through elite enemies, especially when you have the proper weaknesses attached, when you pack a punch the weapon and upgrade it properly with the rarities and such. You know, even there during the boss fight, even though I had insta-kills active, like, it was still doing really good damage there. So, you know, I'm gonna say it's a solid B tier weapon. I want to say A tier just because of how good it does against special and elite enemies, so it could be a good weapon that you could keep in your back pocket, potentially, like, especially if you're going for special challenge or special enemy kills when you're going for opal camo, or the elite enemy kills when you're trying to just get the final nebula camo done. You know, this is a really good weapon that you could multitask with and not necessarily have to upgrade all the way while you're working on another weapon, for example, or again, just keeping it in your back pocket in general, because it does genuinely shred through those special enemies, as you saw, even when it isn't fully upgraded. So all around, I'm gonna give it like a high B, low A, just because when it comes to actual zombie killing and the speed of it, it's a little iffy there, but it does deal with some of the more annoying enemies in the game. So I'd have to test and see how it does against amalgams and doppelgas and mimics and all that, for example. That'll be another interesting test, but all around, you know, it's somewhere between B and A, high B, low A. Definitely nothing that's gonna completely break the meta and be all over YouTube thumbnails everywhere, but I would actually now like to take it up against, say, the Kraken, or, you know, Patient 13, whatever you want to call it, or the Guardian, and see how it does against something like that, considering how it did against special enemies and elite enemies per hit, you know, just during that. So if that's something you guys would want to see, I'll definitely give it a shot. I'd probably take a hit in power and a few other drops in with us next time, just to make sure that we're properly equipped with a fully upgraded weapon and see what this thing is capable of. But if that's something you guys would want to see, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go grind Nebula out on this thing. And then after that, I'll be on to grinding Nebula for all the melee weapons, you know, like the bow staff and the nunchucks and the skateboard and all that. So I got a whole lot of swinging ahead of me. But anyway, as always, massive shout out, thank you to all the patrons and channel members taking all into the low ball tier, and any bigger shout out, thank you to the big ball tier, Middle Asking, and Big Daddy Manny, and the bigger shout out than all in G tier, Run Eventual, and the Cheese Girl. Thank you guys so much, guys. You're literal legends. I love you. Koroni dodoki arigatou gozaimasu. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Base.